Hello, this is Kermit the Tree Frog back here again for his second video, and I'm here to tell you guys Happy New Year. This shitty year can finally end, and let's end it with a bang like I came into this channel, and let's just end this year off with a good note that I have a juicy story for you guys. So back in fourth grade, when I had this scummy teacher that didn't like this girl Millie, and Millie, that's not her real name, it's a fake name, but she was mentally challenged. Like she had she was allergic to scent, like freaking diffuser scent. Remember that because that comes into play in the story a little bit. And like she couldn't answer math problems correctly, and the teacher really laid into her for that. It was just really messed up. So, anyways, Millie sat next to me in class, and she didn't smell the best. She didn't smell good, and I had my Tommy Hilfiger on, and good smells mixed with bad smells make terrible smells. So I'm just smelling my own cologne, and I'm like I always spritz some on my wrist so I could just smell it. Like in emergency, I was like, oh my god, my wrist smells so much better than this hunk of junk next to me. But anyways, so I moved like an inch away from Millie because I needed some fresh air. And the teacher literally brings her fucking pen over. She drops it on purpose, picks it up so she has an excuse to put her ass in my face, and then hands me the pen. She says, "Move your desk back where it was." And I just felt her eyes penetrating me like Superman's laser eyes. I was like, like that. I thought I was dead. I thought I was gonna die. But then I did it, and I was dying of I was going to incapacitate because I was right next to that hunk of junk right there. So, anyways, a day after that, the teacher Millie brings in a note, and I wasn't nosy. I just sat down, and apparently there was a note that she brought in, like something like a medical thing, and she and the teacher has the audacity to crumple it up, puts it in the trash, and says, sit down now. No, she was like, oh my god, okay. So she sits down. Poor Millie had sat down, right? Then, after Millie sat down, shit got real. Alright, so then, well, not really. Shit got real the day after. So we come in, and I sit down. Millie didn't sit next to me. My best friend sat next to me. I was like, oh, what happened? Where's Millie? She was like, oh, she got moved to the front of the class. And I noticed there was a diffuser, and I didn't think much of it. I just thought, oh, the teacher's trying to show off. But then, like, it was going, and Millie sat down. She was like, ooh. And then I thought she was just, like, sitting next to me, I guess. I thought she was, like, missed me. And so anyways, the teacher has the audacity to she turned on the diffuser, and then the announcements came on, so Millie couldn't say anything. And when the announcements came on, they were like, okay, let's do our prayer, because we had to do a prayer like Hail Mary, Our Father. We get through the Hail Mary, Our Father, but then since I'm in America, we have to do a Pledge of Allegiance. And then we get to the Pledge of Allegiance, we get through half of it, and Millie starts hyperventilating. She's like, and then like foam's coming out of her mouth, and it's clear that she's having a seizure. But then the teacher thinks she's faking it, so then she could sit next to me. I don't know what mastermind like would do that, but then again, she was not faking. You could see like in her eyes, she was like having a seizure. And the teacher said, "Sit down, stop it, just stop, Millie." And then, well, when the Pledge of Allegiance was over, Millie sits down and immediately falls out of her chair. She starts convulsing, and she's like, and the teacher goes, well, she's having a seizure. Go get Miss, okay, let's think of a name for this girl. Miss Joe. Yeah, go get Miss Joe from the other class. So we get Miss Joe, and she's like, oh my god. And she's like, stay here. And then we were sitting there, and like the teachers were like, what happened? I mean, the students were like, what happened in there? They're like, oh yeah, our teacher didn't know Millie was having a seizure for like 3 minutes. And so that happened. She had to get taken away in an ambulance, and like a few days after that, like literally, like everybody, literally, like freaking, like the teacher didn't like me. Like she didn't like anyone, to be honest. Like she always had that diffuser running, especially when Millie was there. And like, yeah, Millie had like 3 other seizures after that, and that's the story about how my teacher gave my not even friend, gave my classmate a seizure. now I'm gonna dip into another story here because this is a special here, and I'm gonna tell one more story after. I'm gonna tell one more story after I take a pee break. So I'm gonna pause the recording. I'll be right back. What's up? I'm back, and okay, let's finish this. So, anyways, so this story happened in, I believe, second or third grade. I'm not sure, but so, anyways, we had. Oh yeah, I already told this story, but anyways, I'm gonna tell a different story. So, we go to the we have a field trip like every year. Once a year we have one field trip, and since it's COVID, I thought I'd tell a road trip, like a field trip story time, because it's good. So anyways, we went to the oh my god, what's the name, the museum in downtown Cleveland. It's like, I forget what it's called, but it's like really famous, and like the Cleveland Orchestra plays there. Look it up for me, comment it below. But anyways, we go there, and the music teacher that I told you, like my psychotic music teacher, I mentioned that in another video. Click the card right now. But anyways, so we get there, and the music teacher's actually excited. This is the first time I've ever seen her happy in my life. And we're going in, we sit down, and literally the music teacher went from Miss S to Miss Q R N she went from Miss S for Miss Strict to Miss QRN, which is Quiet Right Now. Actually, her name in the story time will now be Quiet Right Now Before I Snap Your Neck. So Miss Quiet Right Now Before I Snap Your Neck was anytime anyone would cough or clap out of place, she would just take outside of the theater and just lay into them like an axe murderer, like a knife through butter, just laying into them. And I thought that was messed up, and I coughed. So she said, Gabriel. Sorry, that's my friend's name. She says, Kermit, outside now. And I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So she's taking me outside, and thoughts are rushing through my head. I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then she takes me outside, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, please don't yell at me. She's like, why are you coughing? Why are you coughing? Literally, that's what she said. And I was like, I coughed. I have to cough. I had like a really dry cough. She was like, I heard it echo through the whole theater. And yes, that's true. It echoed through the whole theater. But I was like, okay, I'm really sorry. I'm going to go inside now. She's like, no, I'm not done with you. I said, well, I'm done with you. So bye. And I went inside. I'd never seen her so mad. I went inside, sat down. I was not going to take her shit anymore. So I just sat down. And when we were on the bus, when we were done, on the bus, oh my God, it was hell. I had to sit in the back of the bus, like with my friend, and then she's like, scoot over now. And I was like, no, I'm not taking your shit anymore. She was like, excuse me. I said, I'm not taking your shit anymore. And she was like, oh my God. So then she writes me no, she didn't write me a demerit actually, but she was like, oh my God, if you say one more thing to me, I'm gonna call your parents. I was like, one more thing. And she was like, oh my God. She just ran to the front of the bus. She was like really upset. And like when we got home, not home, when we got to the back to the school, oh my God, I didn't have recess for like a week, but totally worth it. Alright, that is the Christmas, not the Christmas, this will make up for Christmas. This is the New Year's special. I hope we get rid of this shitty year, and it's not the same next year. I love you all very much. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.